And I think too, for being on the Zazzle platform, I really loved the fact that I didn't have to push my products and that they were being found because of definitely doing my research for SEO and titles and tags and all of that stuff. But I had a learning curve, right? So does everybody. But I think the Zazzle platform allowed me to be salesy without being salesy. And it was just more knowing the business side of things and understanding how can I get my product seen based on the fact that, like you said, you're using Zazzle as your platform. If you were to be using Shopify, if you were to be using another platform that's print on demand like Spoonflower or Redbubble, Society6, all of the people who are shopping on those platforms are a certain type of person or want a certain type of thing. And each platform, if we're talking about print on demand in general, all of them, multiple different platforms offer obviously different product choices, right? And we love Zazzle because we find that Zazzle is the most robust in terms of the opportunities for a designer or a creative, or even someone maybe like yourself. Maybe you don't define yourself as a creative or a designer, but someone who is able to just open up a store for free and start posting products for sale without spending any money, having to invest in anything. It allows you to sell products, right? But that platform, because you've chosen Zazzle, also comes with certain traffic and certain people who buy on that platform, and knowing how to utilize their algorithm as well, right? Because every single product that you're creating is pretty much a website or a web page. And how do people find things online? Well, they search for them, right? They use certain keywords and certain descriptive words to search for particular things. And I had to learn the hard way because, first of all, when I first started out, my designs were not the greatest anyway. I was uploading artwork from my grade 12 art projects, sketches and doing little random things on Photoshop when I was learning how to even use Photoshop. And it was way, way harder back then because Photoshop has become so much more elevated and robust now. That being said, my designs were not the greatest. And so first of all, my designs, I don't think people would even have wanted to buy them, even if they found them. But I learned how to create certain things and I got better at the process, right? So because if you're starting out on Zazzle, whether or not it be the end goal of making money, and so you have to understand how to create those products, or the first goal of yours is to sell your own artwork because you already have that creative intuition, right? And now you're just trying to use Zazzle as the outlet and as your platform. And so for my own experience, it was the designing and also then getting my listing seen. And I had to understand how that was even possible, right?